Hello everybody and welcome back to Harvest Moon, more Friends of Mineral Town. It is the 29th of summer. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of backtracking and replay a little bit because I messed up, but I'm still gonna do the update video because I'm very happy with my progress and I've done a whole hell of a lot in summer. I think this is the most productive that I've ever been. And I just couldn't put this game down because I was doing so much. So let's get started with some updates. Of course I showed off all the festivals and everything like that, but I've done some major decorating. So as you can see, I have every single cooking utensil. The update that I did in spring, I said I wasn't sure if there was going to be like a knife coming, and there was. So these are all of the utensils you will ever have in a kitchen. You've got your whisk, you've got your cutting board and knife set, you've got your seasoning set, your mixer slash blender, I think they call it a mixer in this game, your rolling pin, your oven, your frying pan, and your pot. So those are all the utensils. As soon as you buy the utensils, you then get something called the carpet, which goes underneath your kitchen table from the shopping network. It costs $5,000, and then after you have purchased the carpet, you get the big bed. So, wow, we can get married now. So, I've pretty much purchased every single item that has ever existed on the shopping network. After you buy the big bed, I think the last thing that they sell you is a power berry. So, you know, as if I didn't have enough stamina already, you'll see that I have 6 power berries now. So, just in summer alone, I have spent at least $30,000 on furniture. The power berry cost $10,000 from the shopping network. The big bed cost $10,000. Carpet costs $5,000, and the knife set I do believe costs $1,500. I want to say. Juan also came by, and instead of selling apples to me, and you know he wasn't cheap for once, he actually offered to sell me this vase. Now what this does is you can put it next to your TV and you can actually put flowers in it. So, you know, the flowers get a little bit of use. They just kind of brighten up the room and make it look more decorated. So, yeah, I've spent a lot, and I mean a lot of money, but I've also been making a lot of money, so I don't really have any grounds to complain. So, good news is that I can get married this year if I want to. All I have to do is go and buy the blue feather, which I think I actually already bought. Yeah, I went to the store and I bought it for 1,000 gold. So, good news is I can get married. Bad news is I probably won't because I haven't finished recording events, first of all. And second of all, I haven't finished recording rival events, and I think rival events require you to play up to like the 5th year in your game, I think, in most cases. So, that's kind of a bummer. Because I'm really running out of stuff to do in this game. So, anyways, that's it for house stuff. Let's leave and see what my farm looks like. So far, out of these pineapples that I planted, I've gotten 2, I guess, harvests from them. The first one, I think, came on the 26th, or the 23rd. 23rd of summer, I got every single one of these pineapples that came in because I planted them all at the same time. They all came in, I harvested them, I got about $30,000 off of the ones that I shipped, and then today, a couple days later, I got a second harvest. So in total, these probably got me anywhere from, I would say, $50,000 to $65,000 alone. So they've definitely paid off. Additionally, I have been giving pineapples to Kai like crazy, which has absolutely made his heart level through the roof. Mostly just so I can record events and stuff. But yeah, so, you know, considering I've probably used a considerable amount of them for gifts, and I've gotten that much, it's really crazy. So, and then of course, you're shipping a lot today. Keep up the good work. Of course, I'm shipping a lot because I shipped all of those pineapples. So, I was going to compare how much money I had. I guess you'll see at the beginning of the video because I had looked at the power berry screen, so I don't remember how much money I had at the beginning of this video, but you can see now I have $67,000, whereas the last update I did, I was extremely poor. I had like no money. I think the first time I did a harvest, I went from 9,000 gold to about 44,000, and I'm sure this time I went, up about 30,000 gold. So if you look at my stats, I spent $42,000, but I made 100,000, which I think is, yeah, definitely the most amount of money I've ever made. When I was in fall, I was, so totally pleased with the $70,000 that I made. But this season, just off pineapples alone, I pretty much made my entire profit. There are a few other things that, of course, I've been shipping. For example, I have, of course, been shipping milk I get from my cow, and eggs I get as well. So, I get a little extra profit from that, but I can't imagine that that's really worth a whole heck of a lot of money. So, those pineapple seeds, although it cost me, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, these cost me $8,000 to plant, they definitely paid off. And I couldn't be happier. So, as you can see, in the chicken coop, I have a 4th chicken. I decided to go ahead and extend my responsibilities even further, and I decided to get another chicken. So I just went ahead and I put an egg in the incubator and the chicken hatched. I mean, considering the fact that I get 3 eggs every single day, it wasn't a big deal to part with one and put one in the incubator. So I have a 4th chicken now. I think I named it KFC, which is what I named one of my chickens in Animal Parade. A lot of my animals I name after people. Like, for example, Felicia is Mr. Failgame's wife, and, I had Fail Squared, which was named after Mr. Failgame, which is just like an inside joke, and then KFC was just, I was like, I don't know what the hell else to name these stupid chickens, so I'm just gonna name one KFC for the lulz, and most people found it pretty funny in my Animal Parade playthrough. So, yep, KFC is on the ranch. Hopefully, not. Or hopefully he will be here for a long time and he doesn't have to die like poor Fail Star had to. Alright, moving on to villagers. There's not much else going on. I basically have just spent a butt ton of money, but I also made a butt ton of money. So that's about all that's going on. Basically cleared out the shopping network, so I don't have to watch for that every single Saturday. I'll have to plant something new in fall. I don't know what the hell I'm going to plant yet. I'll have to figure that out. I'm also just waiting for Kai to come back to the inn because I spent a lot of my day today watering, or not watering, sorry, harvesting. Obviously didn't have to water because it's raining. I harvested all of those pineapples today. And I didn't really get the chance to go out and give Kai any sort of presents, and I know he usually returns to the inn around 7 o'clock. Because his business hours are something really weird. I remember, like, they're closed on Sundays and then they kind of open random times of the day. He kind of takes like a 4-hour break in the middle of the day. Which I have actually seen in real life. There are some businesses that just take time off when they know it's not like a busy time of day. So, anyways, as you can see, at the start of the season, Kai was at a purple heart. So he came back to Mineral Town with a purple heart, and just by talking to him and going to him to the festival and giving him a lot of pineapples and basically kissing ass, I've almost got him to a red heart. So when you give him a pineapple, which is his most favorite gift in the entire world, he'll say, "Wow, a pineapple, thank you. This is my most favorite summer fruit." And it's worth a lot of heart points. So in this game what you can do is you can give more than one present per day. A lot of Harvest Moon games don't actually let you do that, just because I guess, then you are kind of like, I don't know, it's not cheating, because a lot of the items you either collect, you spend time collecting them, or you spend a lot of money growing them or whatever it is. But a lot of games don't let you give more than one present a day. However, this game does. Do keep in mind, though, that if you do give a present, it has less heart value the second time you give it, and the third time you give it, and the fourth time you give it. The only reason I was unloading Kai with pineapples is because I was trying to get his heart points up so I could record events, and as you can see, that worked very, very well. So that's definitely not a concern anymore, And hopefully when Kai returns next year, he'll either marry Potpourri and I can, get married, or something else will happen if I happen to miss recording an event or something. But it looks like Kai will be returning back to Mineral Town again for a third year. Although I'm sure he won't have much purpose at that point, because we will have pretty much done everything we need to do with him, because of course I don't plan on marrying him, so. All the other guys are at Red Heart still, so that hasn't really changed. Gonna unload all the stuff into my bin and go inside. So I think I've pretty much gone over everything, all of my stats, and everything major that I did. No animal deaths. We have got some animals though, of course. Used a bit more lumber this year, or this, why do I keep saying year? I don't know. This season to fix my fence, because my fence keeps breaking down and I keep using my animals and putting my animals into that fence. It's very, very useful. Of course, I have a butt ton of money going into fall. Hopefully fall will still be very profitable, and in winter I can maybe expand onto the farm and get some more buildings and stuff like that. And hopefully that will be... Hopefully winter won't be as boring, is what I'm trying to say. So 6 power berries, new chicken, which is exciting. I think 5 hearts, or 6 hearts is the max amount of hearts you can get with an animal, so... my other 2 chickens are doing very, very well. Bessie has a 2nd heart from the cow festival, so, she's also doing well, no complaints. None of my animals have gotten sick, so that's good. Haven't had to use the harvest sprites, haven't had their help, so again, I'm not really paying attention to them. They haven't done much for me. I already showed you the income screen. Obviously, I made about $60,000 profit this year. Spent pretty much all of that $42,000 on furniture. I had purchased some pineapple seeds in the beginning of the season, but that is pretty much 100% just furniture purchases. So, yeah, definitely spent a lot of money on that. I can upgrade my fishing rod up to a silver, which is good. It's kind of slowly catching up to the rest of my tools. I've been trying to use it, even though I'm the worst fisher in the world. And I can upgrade my hoe fully. So that's pretty exciting stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty much running out of stuff to do in this game after this, apart from getting married and doing that whole spiel. So yeah, I don't know what fall has to bring, but hopefully I will enjoy falls just as much as I did last season, last year, because fall, as I said, is my favorite season in this Harvest Moon game in particular. So, yep, that is about it. Nick Sauce has fallen asleep on the floor, although she should get her ass into this big bed that is way too big for her. She can roll around in it, and, I'll spend tomorrow, last day in summer, and then I will say hello to fall. So, that's it. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I hope that I will see you next time.